Alright, everybody, welcome back. This is the J.O. May Final Fantasy VI walkthrough, and this is Chapter 1 after the prologue. Chapter 1, the treasure hunter finds his way. So, let us begin. Load our game. Now, I want you to notice something. We left off on Terra having level 4. I grinded, which means I sat there fighting low-level enemies for a long time to get her up to level 12. And she's developed the Poisiana, which cures poison spell. She developed the Drain spell. So now she can drain energy out of enemies and suck it into herself. So, and she's at level 12. She has 271 base HP and 126 base MP, which is a hell of a lot more than we left her with. So let us continue our story. Let me check something right quick. Okay, we're good. So, Terra's right back where we left her. We're in the back of the Marsh Mines, where the guy told her to go out the door even though she was brainwashed and didn't know which way to go. And we are just absent-mindedly finding our way through here, trying to dodge the Narsche soldiers to get away from them before they do something really bad to us. I mean, Terra did do some crap-ass shit with that Magitech armor and those other two soldiers, so we want to be careful. I have it on automatic, as you can see, because that's what I was doing when I was grinding, so she will just automatically fight her enemies quickly and execute a good form with it, okay? First off, here's a treasure. Is a Phoenix down. Now, remember earlier I was bitching about this because I didn't have one. If you don't have a Phoenix down, you can't raise the people in your party that have died. But right now I don't have anyone else in my party, so if I die, the Phoenix down isn't going to do us any good because there's no one to put it there. You'd be sitting there and you'd be like, oh my god, I'm dead, I'm so dead, and then no one to listen, no one to help. Oh well, it's how the wind blows on this shit. Over here is another treasure chest, and this one has a sleeping bag. These are awesome because, like I said, when you're at a save point or when you're out on the world map, you can use the sleeping bag to refill your MP and your HP in a breath. And I think it also does your status afflictions as well, but don't quote me on that yet. I'm pretty sure, but yeah. Over here, see that block in the wall over there? Anyway, I'll tell you about it while this is happening. Later on in the game, you get to visit an area that lets you out at the same place. And we're about to meet the characters that actually are in the area before that. Oh god, this is kind of convoluted. I'm sorry. But just remember that door, okay? It's very helpful to know where that's at throughout the game because it's kind of like a secret way. You can go out and into the hall there, but you can't go in from the hall from there. If that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, it's not because I didn't make sense, it's because you're just really don't know how to understand crap, and I feel so sorry for you. But I send some love out to you. You listening to me anyway, so I send some love to you. Whatever. Okay. So here we go farther into the cave, and lo and behold, we have been running from them, and here they go. There she is! So 2 mummy men from the south, 2 mummy men from the west, and through the hole. There we go. Hose through the hole. Now she's like, oh my god, fuck. Falls down, has a hangover, woo, and she's down for the count. This poor girl has been through the fucking ringer. We don't even know for sure. Oh, we're gonna see what happened to her before this. My sweet little magic user. With the slave crown, you will all mine. So he brings the fucking slave crown and puts it on her head. This is where it comes from. So we know she was an adult before she had the slave crown on her. He's just an evil asshole. His name is Kefka. You will find out about him more later, but he is evil. So she's a slave. She's doing this as she's a slave and just frying people with the Magitech armor, and Kefka's like, good. Burn them all to a crest. We don't like Kafka. Now, as you see here, there's some other characters here. These are the highest members of the Gestalian Empire. The one in the front is Gestal, the Emperor. Soldiers of the Empire, we stand at the dawn of a new age! Almost Hitler, right? The lost power of magic has returned to us, and we are the chosen ones! The time has come for us to claim our rightful dominion over the world. Nothing shall stand in our way! Hurrah! Long live Emperor Gestal! Everybody's cheering him on, even though he's like a fucking tyrannical fucking Hitler. And look, he's got a mustache too. Longer one, but I guess the evil assholes have mustaches. So do sexy cowboys. Don't get me lying. I do kind of feel sorry for this girl. We don't know too much about her past other than she's just used. Back and forth, she keeps getting used. This is like maybe the first time that we know of that she's getting, you know, actually finding her own way. It took you long enough. Busy with all the robbing and plundering, I presume. What? He's like, what? A treasure hunter and trail-worn traveler, searching the world over the relics of the past. His name is Locke. And we're going to keep it Locke, like I said. Keep it like the game says, so. I prefer the term treasure hunting. Oh, semantic nonsense. There's a huge difference. Anyway, is there something that you need me to do that you called me here for, asshole? There is indeed. I met the girl. Oh, you don't mean? The city guard is pursuing her as we speak. The city has the strength to stand up to the Empire, yet it won't use it. The people are just too stubbornly independent to join the underground resistance group like the Returners. I tried to explain to the Empire was controlling the girl, but they would never listen. Alright, so what you want me to do is get her out of Narsche. That would be the idea. Make your way to Figaro for the time being. And then Locke ends up over here at this place all of a sudden, like he knew exactly where to go without having to try, right? He is a treasure hunter. So, as he's looking down, he's like, oh fuck. Because one of the mummy men come out and he's like, oh, there's that stupid crazy witch bitch, and who's that? Anyway, now we've got her! Look, now we have a whole bunch of fucking boars, like them boars that we were trying to kill earlier. Now they're here to try to take care of Terra, and Locke's like, wonderful. There's a whole bunch of them. These are the Mughals. These are our friends, and through every Final Fantasy, when you meet a Mughal, they are the friends of your party. Mughals? Are you saying you want to help? So now this is an info Mughal, not an infomercial, info Mughal. And he's like, help us to protect Terra from the guards. And it's like, do you want an explanation? If you've never played it again, please check it out just so you know what you're doing. I'm going to say no for now because I know what I'm doing. Now Locke's going to come out, and we're going to go out and get the last party, I believe. No, we want to... This party has Mog. Mog is up there. Mog is actually a playable character later on in this game, so you want to keep him in mind. He has an ability called Dance, which is right here. Right now we don't have any, but we can learn one right now before we even come into contact with this character later in the game. So what you want to do is go ahead and take this party. You only need to do one battle. You can do a couple if you want to, but go ahead and take him down here, and voila. fight one of these things. Let's see if I still have it on auto. Here, okay, just put it on auto. I mean, they're all gonna do the same thing anyway, so all you need to do is just fight, and then they will learn the abilities, and you mastered a new dance. So now he could be a stripper. He could be a Mughal stripper and be like, hey, watch you, baby. Let's see. And they will do it, and it will be so hot, like, I'm your cherry pie. You're gonna try anyway. Now I'm only gonna use him one more time because after this, I'm gonna take the Mog's equipment. Since he's a playable character later, we're allowed to actually take his stuff away from him now. And I don't see why not, because we can actually put it on the next playable character after Locke. So we'll get it, take that equipment. Oh. Remove all. Now I have it. Now I can use it for someone else. We'll go put him up here by Locke, and we will get our third-party Mughals. We'll use Locke for the last fight. There's only 5 of these board things, so you can pretty much whip through them really quickly. Still have it on automatic, so these guys are just going to whoop off on some ass. The boar characters are not only just boar, they have the ability Snowstorm, so they can actually limit or wipe down your party pretty fast with a multiplayer hit with their Snowstorm. It may not be a lot of hit points that it'll take out at the same time, but it's no joke. See, here we go. Here we go. One thing I'll have you notice, however, is that it looks like the Mughals are doing one-hit kills, which is awesome, because I grinded Terra up earlier. My Mughals are at level 15 and 13. That's a relatively good high level for this point, so everyone that we're beating is actually way low level compared to us because of what we did for Terra earlier. So remind yourself that before you meet a new character, if you do some grinding on your character, your upcoming characters will have stats that are higher than they would have been normally in the game if you just met them at a regular level. So I suggest doing that whenever you have the opportunity. Uh-oh. Mog don't have nothing to defend himself, so we need to... Hello! Hey-oh! It's a really big shoe. That Snowstorm shit, man, it's no joke. Now, let me get you a little bit of information about Locke. Locke is he's probably the best character in this game. I mean, Go-Go's pretty awesome, but no character development. So Locke is one of the best characters of the game. He has the ability to steal. So, I wonder if you can look at it here. No. Okay, but when he goes into battle, he can forego taking a hit off on somebody and stealing an item from somebody with the steal ability. And right now it's at its weakest, but it's a good ability to have. Whenever you have the chance to, especially with major battles, you want to try to get whatever item the big major bad guy has, because he probably has something you want. So we'll go ahead and set Locke up to steal. God dang it. From the bad guy, because he's the big guy in this. And we'll have everyone else kill the wolves. So we have less competition going on. Damn. I've really got to figure out... Oh, he's stuck. I can't do nothing, so we need to kill him. He's got to go. Oh, never mind. There we go, see? We got him with one knife. That's it. This isn't like one of those multi-still Final Fantasies. You steal one item from somebody, that's what they got. They either have something really awesome or they don't. But that was good. That was really good. See, I'll even show you. Enemy has no item, so we don't even have to worry about stealing from him no more. We just need one more hit and bye-bye. See ya later, alligator. He really pursed me off. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so we continue with the story. Locke saves Terra. The Mughals help Locke save Terra. And we're able to actually continue. So Locke's like, thanks, Mughals. We're in your debt. And he's such a gentleman. Picks up Terra. And this is actually all the way on the other side of the cave. He just skipped through all kinds of scenes. So he lets Terra down on the ground, and he goes and opens up what we find out to be one of the most awesome secret passages in the whole game. Especially that it's the beginning. This switch oughta... And she wakes up from her haze. Her haze. Hey! You back with us now? You saved me. Save your thanks for the Mughals. I can't remember a thing. It's like my mind's been trapped in a fog. Remember when she was smoking that steam earlier? Huh? You lost your memory. A man said that it would come back. Eventually. They mostly come out at night. Mostly. So, you've got amnesia. Don't worry. I won't leave your side until your memory returns. Oh, dickhead. Why if when your memory returns you're just like, see ya? She's like, question mark? Remember her question mark name? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna up and abandon someone just because they've lost their memory. I'll keep you safe. I promise. She's all batting her fake eyelashes. And where are we? We are at ta-da! The beginning of the game, right there at the gates of Narsche. So, first off, I'll show you something. This happens if you go in here. You're not going to get hurt, but it's just kind of like a little scene that happens if you try to go back into Narsche. Is that? Hey! And Locke pushes her to the side. He's like, bitch, are you crazy? It's not safe here. We'd better hightail it south to Figaro. She's just, okay. She's not brainwashed now, but she's still taking it. She's listening. This is a school for the beginning adventurer. Despite all of our recent advances in technology, the outside world remains full of monsters that we know little about. Here, we provide advice to the travelers brave enough to face its many dangers. This is somewhere, when you start this game, you better go in this house. I'm not even joking with you. I would come and rip your hair out if you don't. That bucket, first of all, is infinitely filled with a tincture from the recovery spring. So it goes ding, 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 and it refills everybody's things. So see, Locke's HP is completely refilled, and Terra's HP and MP are completely refilled. And ta-da! So, first of all, is this room. It's like the beginner's room. You come in here and learn about very basic things. I just need to get the treasure. But if you've never played this game, you need to go here and talk to those people and find out what's the haps. It's really good to have your characters at a higher level. I can't emphasize that enough. Like I told you, that I grinded with Terra before we came back from our very first adventure here to the Prelude. And it really helped because now Locke's at level 14, and our characters are able to just kind of go where they need to go. Got a sleeping bag, yay! Did not mean to talk to him. I don't have nothing to say to him. He's trying to steal my green-haired girlfriend, witch that used to be brainwashed asshound. Don't need anything here. Right here. A potion. Okay. So now we're done in here. Those are all the treasures and stuff. So if you've played this game before, you know how to get all those things. For those of you who have played the original and have never seen the graphics of this version, this is also a good opportunity for you to have taken a look at what the people look like thus far. Locke looks a lot different. He doesn't look like he has a beard in this version, and he never should have because he's a very young individual. And Terra also has a super, super big ponytail that fans out huge on the top and kind of frays out into little curls on the bottom, which is what she was supposed to look like in the artwork anyway. Ooh, I'll show you something while we're here. Okay. Go ahead and try to spell, whatever. Alright, here's one of her spells. This is her fire spell. She came originally with this. So this is the magic spell she actually did have when we started the game. That one and Cure. See? Bam. Done. And you're going to notice later, he's going to be all surprised that she does magic, and he just saw it just now. So it's kind of like, the game's not perfect, but whatever. Here we are in the desert. The desert is actually where the kingdom of Figaro lies. So we're going the right direction. It was south. That's what they told us to do. So we're going south. And, oh, look, an antidote. Try to still with Locke whenever you have the opportunity. I'm serious. You get a lot for your pockets. They may be nothing but basic items, but you're going to need antidotes. You're going to need potions. You're going to need sleeping bags. All kinds of shit as you play this game. Alright, that's Figaro. We're going to stop here because I consider that the end of that first chapter. So, the treasure hunter finds his way is basically to find this woman and bring her to Figaro. Very important. We learned that there is a resistance organization called the Returners. So we're going to learn more about that later. And we're done with Narsche for now. So let's go ahead and save. Back to the title screen. And voila, we are done with that portion of the game. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will meet you here for the second chapter, which is the flirtatious king does not get his way. Alright, y'all. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.